please. That's a good martial arts. I don't know if the word badass is good.
Okay, good morning. And I'm calling our August 9th County Commissioner meeting to order. But let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, thank you. All right, moving on to our agenda. Then we have our first order of business, which we don't have any opening and reading of our bids. So we're moving on to the next one is B, reports and requests from the commissioners. So A, the accounts payable docket. Is there a motion?
Go ahead, Mr. President.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Commissioner Dieter, how do you vote?
Aye.
Commissioner Castelny
Aye.
and Commissioner Fleming.
Aye. Good. Okay. Next on our agenda is B, is an appointment to the Alcohol Beverage Board. Are there any nominations?
I'd like to nominate John Shalio.
Okay. Are there any other nominations? All right, there'll be a motion to close the nominations.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, how do you vote on the motion to close nominations? Commissioner Dieter?
Close nominations. I'm
Yeah.
voting yes. Aye. Close it.
Thank you, sir. Commissioner Castelny
Aye.
and Commissioner Fleming.
Aye.
Nominations are closed.
Okay, then the appointment to the Alcohol Beverage Board for the motion appointment is John Shalio. Is there a motion to approve that?
So moved.
Second it.
Commissioner Castelny, how do you vote?
Aye.
Commissioner Dieter
Aye.
and Commissioner Fleming.
Aye,
Okay, John Shallow is appointed.
John Shalio is appointed. Okay, good. All right, the next item on our agenda, C, Resolution R-13-C-22 and the Council Oak Award.
So this is an award that we're looking to start. In the last couple of years, we've tried to do a better job of recognizing the great things being done in our community, either be by our county employees or by our citizens. We do a citizen business and youth of the month. This is kind of taking it one step further. I would liken the Council Oak Award to the Sagamore of the Wabash. This would be something that's even more prestigious than a key to the county, but this would be for like extraordinary impact that an individual or group would have on the citizens of St. Joseph County. And it's named after the Council Oak Award, after Council Oak. When that tree came down, we were able to acquire a number of pieces of that we will have cut up and then placed inside the acrylic for this award to give out, not even on a regular basis, but as if the time arises to do so.
Okay, good. Is there a motion to approve?
Well, sure, Dan Crusoe, on the significance of the Council Oak tree is,
I'm sorry, what now?
this was a question for one of our monthly winners.
Gotcha.
So I'm in favor and approve the resolution.
I need a motion, please.
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Dieter, how do you vote?
Aye.
Thank you, sir. Commissioner Castelny
Aye.
and Commissioner Fleming.
Aye.
Okay, resolution approved.
I like it too. I think that's a good thing. Thank you so much. All right, the next item on our agenda is D, approval of energy efficient deduction from form on the county jail and DLZ. Is there any comments about anybody there? No? All right, is there a motion to approve?
Anybody is presenting this, or can you expound on it a little bit if you know about it? Pete?
I do not know about it, so I'm not able to expound on it. I was thinking someone from DLZ might be here, but it
That's what I was thinking too.
it
'Cause it
looks
has-
like it's part of the energy efficient program.
John Murphy, do you know anything about the energy efficient deduction form?
No, unfortunately, I don't. Sorry.
Steve, any?
County jail, energy efficient. So is there a motion to approve that then?
Well, I just want to see if there's a price tag, but that's a shame on me. I didn't look at that before. Andy, do you know anything more about that at all? Offhand?
No,
Is this something you guys did in the past?
This is,
looking for the, through the,
Looks like there's an allocation of a 179D expense of $837,000. So
yeah, for the cost of the property.
it appears there was some expenditure done, and since the county does not benefit from deducting expenses because it's a not-for-profit organization, doesn't pay taxes, they're allocating expense to DOZ. But I'm just going by what the documents say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would feel more
Me too. I read
comfortable if we
this.
had somebody could explain that. So I cannot, I don't have enough information to make.
motion to table.
That's what I was thinking, yeah. Okay. There's a
Second.
motion to table. Okay.
So moved.
Well, there's a motion, you're seconding it,
I'm
right?
seconding the motion to table the motion.
Commissioner Castelli, how do you vote on the motion to table?
Aye.
Commissioner Dieter? Aye. And Commissioner Fleming?
Aye.
Okay, motion tabled for the next meeting.
Okay. Now will be the infrastructure planning and growth. And on the approval, they have the approval of towing contracts for St. Joseph County Code Enforcement Program. And there she is.
Hi,
Yes,
Abby
good.
Wiles, Area Planning
Yes.
Commission Director.
Good.
We solicited requests for proposals, I believe back in June, and received 4 proposals from companies
Right.
interested in contracting with us for the towing for the code enforcement program. One was deemed to be incomplete. The 3 that were complete, we are requesting permission to enter into contract with them to help us implement the code enforcement program and towing of abandoned vehicles on properties. They are citywide, Hamilton, and Tony's.
Yes, that's what I say. Yeah, citywide, towing Hamilton and Tony's. Yes, okay. Any other questions or comments?
Were those all?
Go ahead, Pete.
Were those all at the same rate?
No, they're as the rates outlined in Exhibit A on each of their individual contracts.
Because those change for each one. They're different rates for each one.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
They are. I would say that Rick with Hamilton's is here. I don't see the other 2. I would say,
I was only asking because in advance of considering whether we could approve them all at once or not, but we'll do them.
yeah, Brandy
individually.
had advised that we put them all under one, but that they have to do them individually.
We were gonna do them individually since they're all different rates.
Correct. So even though the rates vary a little bit, a couple of the companies have mileage proposed as part of their contract, whereas citywide tends to be a little higher, but they have a defined geographic territory. So if they're towing within that territory, it could very well be less than using Hamilton or Tony's because they don't assess mileage, even though it's slightly higher fee per tow. And then just for clarification, all of the rates shown in Exhibit A in each of the contracts are fees that would be charged to the owner of the vehicle, not to the county. So that's if they're towing, they charge that money to the vehicle owner, and then it would be reimbursed if that person, or if not reimbursed, but it would be charged to the owner, not to the county.
Okay. Any other questions or comments?
Sure, I'll comment. I'd like to thank Abby and her staff
Me
for
too.
all the hard work that they put in for this process, which is still ongoing. This is a very important part of the whole process of finding good quality people and knowing this dude for 40-something years. The unique thing about Hamilton's, I think the other towing companies, hopefully, like if there's an error or we had somebody we could never make contact with or somebody's in a hospital, this company is always willing to work and, like as they say, throw the fish back in and not worry about it. So that's very helpful. Our stuff, again, this is not, we just want to come and tow your car and all that stuff. We just want to make sure that you know why your car was tagged, and towing is the last resort. So again, a lot of work by Abby and Brandy and everybody of looking, rechecking, talking to these guys, getting input from the companies who've been doing it forever. So I think this whole process is working like it should. That would be the end of my comments. Great.
Good, good. And I agree too, and I thank you so much for moving forward with this, to helping all the towing issues that we're gonna need to have. All right, is there any motion? Oh, I'm sorry.
Let's do them one at a time.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
make a motion to pass the citywide contract.
Second.
Commissioner Dieter,
Aye.
Commissioner Costelli,
Aye.
Commissioner Fleming.
Aye.
Make a motion to pass the Hamilton towing contract.
Second.
Commissioner Costelli,
Aye.
Commissioner Dieter,
Aye.
and Commissioner Fleming.
Aye.
And finally, a motion to pass the Tony's mobile contract.
Commissioner Dieter, how do you
Aye.
vote? Commissioner Costelli,
Aye.
and Commissioner Fleming.
Aye. All right, good.
All three have been approved.
Yeah, very much approved. Glad to hear that. All right, moving on to old business. We don't have any old business. And then any public comments? Anybody here has any public comments here in this? Okay, go ahead.
Deborah Durrell, 21677 Bach Road, South Bend. Thank you for your work today. I just spoke at the RDC, so I won't repeat everything that I said there because most of the people here were there. But I do want to make a further point about supporting the comprehensive land use process. This is one of the best things that the county has done in a long time because they're establishing a very strong and transparent process to include all the voices. And this is a critical part in creating a document that will stand the test of time. And so one of the things that I'd like to say is that all of these 8 pillars represent different voices. And even though they're individual pillars and individual voices, a lot of what we do falls into another category. So one of the examples I want to give is the cell phone use. One of the things that I'm seeing a lot of as I go around is that anytime I pull in anywhere, the majority of people who are sitting in their cars have the engine running, the windows up, and they're on their cell phone, even on a beautiful, clear day. And I think when we're pressured and stressed, we're not focusing on the full picture. And so even people who are complaining about gas prices and polluted air are sitting there in the moment, focused on their phone and adding to the very things that they're complaining about. That's the beauty of the comprehensive land use process. It covers the things that are falling in between the gaps of the other things that we've been focusing on.
Good, thank you. Thank you.
Come on,
Anyone else?
Dan, you gotta
Yeah,
follow that.
I was gonna say.
Most everybody here heard what I said. That has to do with Dan Caruso, 305 Compton Street, New Carlisle. Again, what I'm speaking on is about what Abby's doing also, is that Abby should be allowed, her team should be allowed to put together a comprehensive land use plan, put it in place, and then we start talking about land acquisition, which fits into the confines of the new comprehensive land use plan, instead of both of them moving together forward, which could, we get a potential suitor to come in there and say, hey, I want to bring my, and I've been told I use rat poison too much, because everybody hears me say rat poison, and they say, oh yeah, he's just talking about rat poison. In case you can't figure me out, rat poison is figurative for anything that doesn't go into the soil, water, or air. So whoever has a rat poison that they want to bring in here, and it's marching together at the same time with Abby putting together the new plan, it could be that Abby's plan will say, no, we can't have any of product A, and this person says, well, you know, product A is a big, byproduct A is a big part of what I do. How about if I cut my rat poison in half? that I dump into the soil. We'll only dump in half as much. You're hamstringing Abby in what she's doing. Let her put together her land use plan first, and then start talking about land acquisitions, which we just talked about the Snowberry Road property, which the county paid $535,000 for between acquisition and demolition costs. And now it's been appraised at $141,000. And I just argued downstairs that had that house and pole barn and the well and septic been left in place, I'll guarantee you, any reasonable person would have to admit that it would be worth more than $141,000. And it's just, we're over $12 million now wasted on that project over there. And it still looks the same as when I moved there 22 years ago. There's nothing that's changed. And the plan hasn't been there that long, I understand that. But let's get a plan, let's get a comprehensive land use plan in place and find out exactly what's allowed. Things have changed over the years. So let's go. I'm done. Go ahead.
Are the trailers still out there?
Trailers are still out there. The last trailer moved from that trailer park Christmas Eve 2020. And there's still 8 of them sitting there.
Gotcha. Not my district, so.
Great, thank
And
you.
rat poison is a term by use Coach Saban to describe the media, by the way.
Okay, anyone else here have any public comments? Anyone on Zoom have any public comments? None?
See none.
Okay. Well, I have a public comment then, because I'm very, very sad that Jackie Walorski passed away. So I want you to know that Jackie Walorski was one of my best friends. Her husband, Dean, was so close to her, and she was blessed to have his support. Jackie was an amazing woman who loved her family, her team, our state, and our country. Her work for her districts was passionate and ethical. Everyone was lucky to have known her. I am so sad that we have lost an incredible woman and public servant, and lost my friend. I have been praying deeply for her husband, Dean, and her mother, Martha, and her other family members. I am also praying for the families of Zach Potts, Emma Thompson, and Edith Schumacher, who are also suffering because of this tragic event. Let us let them rest in peace in the loving of our Lord. Thank you so much.
I'd also note that after the tragic incident on Wednesday, the flags at the county facilities have been flying at half staff and will continue to do so until we are directed otherwise.
Okay. Any other comments? All right, hearing none, is there a motion to recess?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Castelli, how do you vote?
Aye.
Commissioner Dieter
All right.
and Commissioner Fleming.
Aye. Thank you very much.
See you kids next week.